EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rodgers to throw once more. Going for it all. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Amari Rodgers, 28 yards. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Play action now. Cousins rolling to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a run with Cook. Sheds him off at the 45. He's still on his feet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Cousins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Cook on the toss left. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. He hits Adams complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So that one will be accepted. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll look to throw here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 45.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Cousins now. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers, and he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Hill. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Now, meanwhile, the final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, they set up the screen to Hill. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On play action, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out in complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finish this way
makes them happy.
Oh, that's satisfying for them.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now the last stages of this one. Again, it's Dillon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Westbrook now on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, Cook. And he's got room. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 25-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Play fake. Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's...
And Thielen's got it. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Cook, they'll try and run it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we through the air and gain a lot of, but now it's about taking the ball